many people are from zero to pro initial sessions. Okay, so if you are worrying, like if you are new to the zero to pro and worrying like what is the zero pro, so just go to our YouTube channel. Okay, this is our YouTube channel. So here, just go to the playlist and you will see something called zero to pro grooming. Okay, just click this link. So you will have lots of learning videos. Okay, this is a series of free education which we started around this corona time. Okay, that is our initiative which we done. So you can go through all these things. So this is the sequel to that learning. So whatever we have been teaching all those things. So even you can call it that as an advanced level to all the learners, or even most of my mentors used to know that whatever I teach in mentoring, almost most of the stuff except the live execution and live adjustment. So except that, everything is there in that. So now we are kickstarting this Zero to Pro 2. So I welcome you all for the new initiative. So maybe for the next 6 to 9 months, we will have a lot of live learning together, okay, with the market. So I welcome you everybody for this session. So this will be like mostly of kickoff and what should be expecting, and a very slight opening about what we'll be doing in the this V2. So from here on, so how we will be unfolding all the sessions, so what one can learn. So this is completely, I wanted to ensure that there is no business interest in conducting all these things. Okay, might be if somebody is interested for anything else, you can keep other things offline. Okay, so during these sessions and during all our interactions, we will ensure that we don't bring any business, okay, in upfront. I wanted to ensure that we will do that, and even for Zero to Pro version 1 also we did. So almost after 3 years, we are again kicking start with the intention to again growing a community and learning together. That's it. It's not about teaching; it is about learning together. Okay. So my name is Damodaran. So this is all about me. Like I have 15 years of experience in share market. Okay, and I've been managing funds from 2013-14. Okay, I started with initially for my close friends, and then over the period of time, then once I start performing, and then I became a prop desk trader for my broker called Zebu, and then I'm managing their capital also. So in this one, how we are going to do is, so completely free learning. So again, I wanted to ensure this part. Okay. So don't worry that we will be touching you on any paid services, nothing like that. Okay. Completely free learning, some sessions only. And most of the things, all the systems will be simpler systems, and returns will be extraordinary. Extraordinary in the sense, we will see what is in line with respect to reality expectation, and how do you going to maximize your profit with less efforts. So let's say that if somebody is going to work, or somebody is already doing some business, wanted to make money out of trading with less effort and with less tension, so how you can go about it. So this is one. And then mostly like how to automate all these things, because we've been using algos, and we can also be discussing about how to simply automate, okay, with very low cost. So without spending much of the time and much of the effort, how you can easily automate whatever simple strategies you have in your mind. So that will be the entire snap of what we'll be doing. And this is all about us. Okay, 15 years of experience in market. We do have a wealth manager in our team. Okay, we are certified mutual fund distributor, but we don't do anything on a promotional basis. Okay, this is one-to-one on a. We do only for our clients as a 360-degree service. We don't do anything other than that. Okay, so at this point is actually you can ignore right now. So all the basics, right? All the basics. So whatever, because we are directly going to concentrate more on either on the F&O part or on the swing or investing part. So all the basics videos are already covered in our Zero to Pro. So even on the kickoff session, I do not wanted to go deep, because I know many people will be new, and somebody wants to have whatever the basics we have covered in this thing. So just go to YouTube, search Zero to Pro Tanish Capital. Again, you will get all these things. So open that, you will get a lot of small videos about what is call, what is put, what is theta, what is Greeks, all those things, and how you wanted to. So if you wanted to understand what is payoff, first of all. So all these things are explained here. So in this V2, we will not be spending much time on very basic stuff. Okay, so for new people, it might be little complicated, but again, the people who are trading for at least more than 6 months in options, So they all might be aware of what is theta, delta, gamma, and what is P of all those things. So even still somebody wanted to spend some time, and they can go and check all the basics. So even the technical analysis, whatever the options, whatever the strategies, because we are not going to touch all the strategies. Very specifically, whatever I am personally doing. So I'm going to teach you those strategies and along with the execution also. So over in the over the above one period, we will be seeing how I initiate strategies, something like that. So if at all, if somebody wants to have a grasp of it, what you will be like learning is something like this. Okay, I'm just pulling out my algo bridge. Okay, this is my algo execution software. So if somebody wants it to say what is the, so what you will be able to get is something like this. Okay, I do something like this is an intraday stuff. So what I did was, where is this? Yeah. So this is the trade. So if somebody wanted to see what is the trade, okay. So this is completely like I've kept as an automated part. So even the positional part I've automated. So this is the trade, because why is I do intraday, so I do not want to get all my trades clumsy. So this is the trade. So even if you wanted to see even the payoff, so directly you can see it here. So I hope you are able to see what the positions or something like that. Why we are creating these positions, you will come to learn. But what will be learning over the period of the time is like this. So in like why I'm taking all these trades. So what is the logic? So why this kind of stuff? And even yesterday I initiated one more position. So if you can check, that is an again there is nothing like paper trades. Okay, these are all trades done in accounts, real accounts. Okay, nothing like this thing. So again, if you check this, what is a trade? So how you are going to initiate the trade, and what logic, and how you are going to basically start adjusting the position. All these things you are going to learn over the period of the time in this one. So even if you see this, what is the payoff? So this is just an so you can see this is a nifty, right? So what is a strike? So 19th Jan. So some strikes have started, some strikes have bought. So on what logics, all these things. So you will get to learn all these things. Okay. So that is the core idea about once we start this live sessions, I will be discussing about very simple strategies which I am trading in the way of I'm initiating the trade. Okay. So I will try to share what are all the logics I am using, and even for adjustments, I will share the basic concepts of what is the logical adjustment, and each as and when the adjustment comes, so we will be trying to update all those things. So that is a basic idea about what you can uh, expect from this 02 Pro. And coming to the real part, so I'm just kicking start. So I want you to write down what is your expectation in terms of returns, either in the monthly or in the annum wise. So I will give you just 30 to 40 seconds. Please write it down. Okay. Take this as a task. Please write it down on a pen. You don't keep it in your mind. Just write it on your pen. Have you write? Have you written it, guys? So somebody wants to say something. Yeah. No, don't reply it here. Okay. Write it on a pen or type it and save it in your phone. Okay. Whatever it is, please write it. Another 10 to 20 seconds. Please write it. Take it this as an activity. Okay. Take it this as an activity. So write it down. Okay. I hope all you written down. Right. Okay, just keep it aside. Okay, then I wanted to have some kind of small story. Okay, so just we will go to the small story. So who is this guy? Right, Usain Bolt. Right, what does he hold? So he holds the record of for 100-meter world record of 9.69. Right, and then he beat his own with 9.58. Agree? So we all know this guy, right? This is only the first part of the story. And this is me. Okay, I'm weighing almost closer to 90 kg. Okay, what I have is I can do anything in the world. I'm a positive thinker. I have the willpower, but I'm also saying that I will run 100 meters in 6 seconds soon. right? How many guys are smiling? Like laughing at me, not even smiling. Raise your hand. Right? You are laughing, right? Yeah. Because you know why? Because I am already 90 kg, and though I can do anything in the world by my mindset and I'm a positive thinker, the reality is something like if I wanted to be in the best in the business, I have to compete enough, right? Just like that, by dreaming, I cannot do anything. Am I right? Maybe that is the major reason why you guys are laughing at me, right? Yeah, same. So now we started trading as a business, right? So we are considering trading as a business. Okay, coming to the real part of the story. So whoever is still laughing, you can just stop. Okay. Now you tell me what is the best return in the industry itself, right? Who is the best in the industry? You can say like a trading industry. So you can say either some kind of equity funds, right, or some kind of MF, or even you call this Warren Buffett, all those things. So net how much they are making? Any idea? Any idea? What is the net they are making?
So maybe 20%.
Yeah, 20 to 24%. Right, on an average. Yeah, right. This is what the best in the business is doing. Agree? Or you can just search for even in the net, or even you can go to the Berkshire and Hathaway and even see what is their returns in terms of financials. Right? Right? So now whatever you written down, just have a look. And now it's time for you. If you have written it drastically away from the best, so it is time for you to go to the mirror and laugh at it. That's it. So that is the moral of the story. So whenever you wanted to do something in the best in the business, what you can do is you can only compete in the business. So look around. What is the expectation you are kept, right? And what is the best in the business is doing? Yeah, you can beat it. See, no issue. See, if somebody is making 19%, that you cannot. I cannot deny that you can make 30%, 40%. But to make that, first of all, you need to be in par with them, right? Then you can exceed them slowly, steadily. Making 1 month 30%, next month minus 40% is not a game here. So consistently per annum. So even though if you are making 20, 30%, make sure that you are losing only 20%, 30%. That's it, maximize. Okay, so to emphasize more on that, we had this kind of the small story. Okay, right? Initially, you laughed at me, and now it is time for you to just recheck yourself. If you are not in line with whatever is happening, then nothing, very simple. You can easily realign your goals. So that is the major learning we are getting from this. So this is the hard hitting reality, right? Whatever you see, this statement is already famous, right? So this guy, Zirada guy, has already said, right? People are not even eating FD returns over a period of 3 years. Right? That means what? 99% of the people are still struggling to make money. Right? So this is a real hard hitting facility. And also again, see, it is not only this guy. Okay, you can say that okay, this guy can come and blah do anything. But here, scientists also discovered that most traders lose money, so they have the statistical data with them. Okay, so if you wanted to go through, just search in this, you will get to know. So that means what? Though many people are succeeding, but majority of the people are losing money in the stock market, and that is the most vulnerable fact about the stock market. And then just think about that. If you are setting target of 60%, 70%, 80% per annum, or even some people have 10%, 10% per month. Okay, the thing is not raising your bar, but be in line with what is happening in the market, and then you can slowly, steadily, inch by inch, you can do better things. Okay, so that is the one first thing. So you need to admit, and kickstart your trading career, because that is where most of the people go wrong. Because the moment you take higher reward, you're expecting higher reward, obviously you're supposed to incline to the higher risk, and more the chances of happening. So like the more the time you're trading, one day or the other day, the risk will hit you, and if you're taking little higher risk, obviously it is going to almost kill you. Okay, that is a major idea about all these things. And so don't worry, even if you have fixed something, okay, not in par with what is happening, now it is time to recorrect your. So minus just 20 to 30% per annum, and even see, I might accept even 30% drawdown a year. Okay. So don't assume that every year you're going to make money, but consistently you're going to target this. Okay. So even last 4 5 years, if you see, last 1.5 year is not so good for me. Market is also not so good, but in terms of volatility and even my returns also somewhere around 15 to 18% drawdown on a year-on-year basis. But that is fine, still fine. Okay, whatever the learning I did in this is going to help me to recover fast. And if same kind of market is going to happen, again, I'm not going to lose much. That is the learning I got. Okay, so same way, you cannot have a smooth sailing in the sea, right? Same way, you cannot have all the years, all the months to be profitable. What you need to do is, so you need to stay on the course. That is a major idea, and that is this V2 is going to concentrate. Like even I said, like we are going to learn together along with the market. Okay. So might be I'll be sharing something, and you can also share across some ideas. So we can just discuss something. Okay. So all together people can learn. That is a major idea about this V2. This is not a one-way communication. Okay. It can be a two-way communication also, because we are going to learn with the market. Here I'm not the master. Market is going to be the master for all. Okay, so we are going to learn from it, and we are going to start practicing along with it. So that is a major idea about it. And then, so what you can expect in this 0 to Pro version 2. So basically, these are all the things. So coming to, so if somebody wants to have systematic trading, okay, not today's session. So altogether, complete this ZTP. So next maybe few weeks. So what we can expect is we will be concentrating on small topics, but in depth. Okay, so reality of backtesting, and then what system to choose, how you can choose a system, and then what are the risk management you can need to keep. Okay, that is part of system building. We will be discussing all together, and strategies. Okay, so to suit something like for daily, some which can be like whatever. See, here is I'm not going to spoon feed you all the strategies, all the trades I'm doing. I'm going to completely share the logic on what basis all these strategies are done. Okay, something like this. Let's assume that like whatever I showed you, right? So why this trade? Why this trade? So why I chosen this trade? Right? Something like this. Right. So why this trade? Why I taken this trade? When I will be adjusting? Okay. So when I will be adjusting these trades? So how I will be adjusting, on what logic I have taken. So I may not be spoon feeding you, but all the logics, so the base things, okay, whichever already you have got aware of 0 to Pro 1. So we will see the next level of understanding, because here I'm not going to give you calls, I'm not going to spoon feed you the strategies, okay. So here is like I'm going to execute. Okay, you need to tell me what logics, because I'll be already sharing all the logics with you, and then you're going to ask me questions with a common sense that whatever you learned with that you're going to ask. You don't ask me, sir, why this trade, when we will adjust, nothing like that. So I'm trying to teach you all the adjustments, all the logics. Okay, so over the period of the time, you're going to stay on your own, not dependent on me also. Okay, that is a core idea about these things. So those kind of stuff. So daily what I'm doing. So or else what simple strategy. Let's assume that if I'm taking a straddle. So when my move is happening, how I'm going to adjust. Okay, and what logic I'm going to use. Okay, all those things we will be discussing. Again, for weeklies, how I do. So the long-term options means, okay, you can treat even bi-weekly as a long-term option if you're trading weekly, and sometimes monthly also you can take. Sometimes bi-monthly also you can take. So whatever I have some idea about it. I will try to share along with the real trades. Okay, nothing like on paper. So mostly that is what you are going to get as a complete package in this Z2 Pro version 2. And so as we start, okay, any trade, whatever we do. So from here on, this might be
Backtest
the place where
completed
our
for
first
Canis
session
Nifty and BN
starting
1
into
minute
the
delay SL.
learning part. So whatever the trade, okay, this is what even if let's say after 2-3 weeks, if somebody is going to ask me, sir, I am in the trade, I want to know what is the adjustment or what is the logic. My question will be, why you have taken the trade first of all? Is it a blind belief on me, or you understand something? There should be some reason, right? There should be some reason. Generally, I have these reasons. So when I take a trade, first when I identify a trend, or when some new trend arises, or when some trend reversal is happening, so that is when I take a trade. Otherwise, when I see market is consolidating, okay. So next 3-4 days also I am expecting consolidation. Then I will take a based on the small range, I may initiate a trade, right? And then sometimes what happens, market might be falling, okay, keep on falling, but here there might be a strong demand in terms of monthly chart or in terms of weekly chart. Here I might be going against the trend, but here I may have a small risk, but if I catch, I will get a huge reward. So that could be one of the reason for my trade. So that is the low risk. Okay, then swing or indicator based. So whatever indicator you're using or whatever swing you are using, all the things. So during till you close all your trades, what I will be asking is, do you first have the reason to trade? Yes, I have the reason. Is the reason still valid to holding the trade? That is the next question. Then think about all other stuff, adjusting. How do I manage my position? All those things. These are the basic 2 questions I'll be asking even myself. Okay, so what I prefer is, so whenever you are in a trade, so let's assume that now I'm asking why this trade. So can anybody say me, okay, instead of rather showing this trade, okay, this is somewhere around 13,482 profit, right? So maybe you will be little difficult in understanding this one. Let me pull in the tracking, the real tracking. Okay, so maybe here you can understand easily rather than so this is the idea behind the trade. Okay, so why the reason you need to tell me, or I have the reason. So 42,500. So when this trade is initiated, so maybe here you may not have, but when you see this is the created date on 9th of Jan, right? So if you look at market, right, 9th of Jan, right, just calling it off 15 minutes. Don't worry about whatever the indicators or whatever this thing is happening. So just on 9th of Jan, where the market is, right? This is the place 42, 370, right? Max to max. So what is the reason for my trade? Very simple. So what is this trade is supposed to be called as generally? Looking at the payoff, it seems to be like some kind of range bound, right? So after this range breaks, my risk started. That's it. Basic idea is, as long as this range is holding, I will be keeping this trade, right? Something like this. So maybe this is an yesterday initiated trade. Maybe I will come up with the old trade which we've been discussing. Okay, this is the trade, I guess. This is the trade. Yeah. So this was the trade which I was trying to showcase you. Right? If you look at this, right? Maybe the executed legs, if you compare, you will get an idea. Right? 4 lot sell, 4 lot sell. This is buy. Okay, this is an dummy orders. Nothing has happened. Okay, so whatever is initiated, just these things. Right? Executed price is 477 to 595. Let's assume that now here 477, 595. So everything is on par. Right? So thing is, why I've taken this trade? First of all, you should have reason. Okay, what is the trade reason? Is that trying to adjust this Okay, the next part. First of all, why this trade has been taken. So you should have proper reason for the trade, first of all, when you're initiating. If you are following me, then that should be the reason. And when I'm exiting the trade, that is the reason to exit the trade also. Right? So have proper reason for whatever you are trading now. So have a proper reason. First of all, that is what you are going to learn here. So any reason should be there. Okay, if you are even following somebody, then follow that guy very rigorously. And if he says exit, at least have an exit. Or no, sir, I'm expecting a small range. Then now, if you're looking for adjustment, again go and question whether that is whatever the reason is still valid now, or if the reason is changed, then according to the what is happening, then think about adjustments. Okay, then if this is a low risk trade, okay, assuming that at the initial stage you said only 5,000 is my risk set, so that is why I took the trade. Now this trade is going on 10,000 rupees loss. Then the ultimate question lies here: do you want to hold this trade? Because your initial thought was 5,000 is the initial stop loss. Why you did not? Then think about later fighting it on all those things, and swing or indicator based. So we will come to what is swing, what is indicator, what I'm generally using. Okay, but if the swing is saying up and you are still struggling to hold the downward trend, then you should ask yourself. Okay, so that is the one major discipline what I would expect from these people who are going to be part of ZTP. So have a trade reason. Okay, it can be anything. It can be even a junkest of junk reason, no problem. So as long as that reason stay valid, stay in the trade, no problem. Okay, there is no logic attached to it. But once a reason is found out, then once the reason is over, then you should stop giving it up, right? Or then only you can look for adjustment. So that is the major learning you are going to. I wanted to emphasize. So if anybody is going to ask me any queries later, maybe personally, because I'm going to share all my numbers, all the things. So once you take an adjustment, all these things, my first question will be, why you taken the trade? If the reason is still valid, then you tell me what help you need from me. That will be my first two questions. Why the trade? And then, is the trade is now valid? Then I can help you with all the support you are looking for. If you just believe in somebody else and taken the trade and asking me adjustment, then I cannot answer anything. Okay, that please ensure that. So you have a trade reason, then ensure that whatever the reason is still there, then you can think about holding the trade. Otherwise, even nobody can help you in terms of adjustment. Are we in line? Right? So now, so this is the first learning part, because this is already part of our 02 Pro basic learning. So you can call it as an advanced level learning also, but still I wanted to start with these things because some people might not be aware of whatever we have covered in the 02 Pro, maybe need 1 or 2 days to go through that. So for that reason, I'm not touching any higher point of studies in today's session. So thing is, what is the framework? So how do, because the basic question is how you identify trend, right? Basically, I use this framework of higher high, higher low, lower low, lower high, something like ABCD of stock market, right? But still many people don't understand, right? What is it? So for me, it's very simple. So I'm just pulling a chart. Okay. So whatever. So for me, I use these lines. Okay. Again, before to that, so what are the time frames I should look for? Then the next question is generally, sir, which time frame I should be looking for? Right. So I'm going to write it down. I will not be repeated again. For 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes is the time frame I will look. Okay. This is for intra or max to max BTST. So next day, if I wanted to take my trade for intraday or max, if I'm taking today and max to max within 1 day, if I'm closing, all my analysis should close within 5 minutes. Right. Then next is 15 minutes. This you can treat it as kind of swing trading. Swing trading means what? 2 to 3 days or 2 to 4 days max view. So if I'm using 15 minutes, then I can use max to max 3 to 4 days, not more than that. And 1 hour chart. If I wanted to trade in more than 1 week of holding period, then I will be looking for 1 hour chart. Okay, these are all the 3 time frame I will be looking on most probably. So this is what I also want you guys to keep in mind. So again and again, sir, don't ask same question. So if you ask me again, I will refer to this video only, and we will be recording this video and we'll be uploading in YouTube. Okay, as a part of session 1, maybe in a day or 2. So I will reference this video. So whatever the time frame I use is here. So if you identify, sir, there are many people like because I've been market from last 15 years. Whenever I get a Facebook message or WhatsApp message now, so they will come up with, sir, what is the trend in SBI? Should I buy? Should I sell? I'm long. Please tell me what is your view. So if that kind of question is here, the next 5 minutes is to those people. How generally you can identify, you can look at a chart and you can decide what trend it is. Okay, don't maybe dependent on me, or don't waste my time, or don't waste your time in asking queries such like that. So how do I identify trend? So let's assume that now I'm very clear. If you're looking for intraday, go to the 5 minutes. If you're looking for 2 to 3 days positions, go to the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, and then if you're looking for holding more than 1 week, then go to the 1 hour chart. Right? So whichever style of trading you're going to ask me, the framework will go to that, but which is time frame you need to go for? So now, so for next 2 days, if you are asking me, what is that? Right, that means today and tomorrow. Today, if I'm going to initiate a trade, and tomorrow, within tomorrow, I have to close my trade. So if that is the case, so what I should do? Right? Very simple. Just you can delete everything, whatever you want. So even I remove all the drawings. Okay, nothing. So even this indicator also you can close. Just only look at this. Right? So I just added the zigzag lines. So zigzag lines means what it generally does is it try to connect lows to highs. Okay, it draws lines. That's it. Right, something like this. So what I generally form is higher high, higher low pattern. So from here on, if we keep just so from here, let's assume that now here, what is the framework I'm going to draw? So let's assume that this point, this is, seems to be high, right? From this is this going to be a high, right? No issues. But once this is a low, right? Once this low breaks, this becomes lower low. This becomes an high, but what? Lower high, right? Again, this is a lower low, right? This becomes an higher high. Then whatever this low, this is the low, but this is below this low. So lower low. Again, this low, lower low, right? Below this. So lower low, right? Below this low only, higher low. Sorry, lower low, right? So this is higher high. Higher low, higher low, sorry, higher high, right? Wherever this highs are inching higher and lows are inching higher, this is called uptrend, right? So how the setup is here, it is drifting downwards, right? Price wise, you can say it is drifting downwards, but structure wise, what is the framework? Right? Low, lower low, lower high, again lower low. So once it makes an higher high, then the structure changes, right? This is the framework. So now if you look at this, what is happening? So now it makes a low, it makes an high, again it makes a low, it makes an high, right? As long as this is not taken out, if this low is going to drift down, then this is going to be the pattern, right? So how generally I look at structure is something like this. So if there will be many people, sir, I don't understand this H and low, sir. For me, it is very difficult. Tell me one indicator where I can follow, something like that. So for that, very simple. You can always use. Okay. So generally, what I say is use 200 EMA. Okay, just as a band. So what I done is very simple. So ignore this whatever 7 8 also you just ignore, make it as 200. So what you will have, a tricolor, right? So you have band, right? 200, any time frame, let it be 5 minutes. Okay, if you are going to for looking for intraday, right? So what has happened? Nothing. And along with that, just understand what is the swing low, right? So if you're trying to go long, max to max, you keep stop loss here, and then once it's done, so once you see here becomes a sell, now what is the next higher step you have this one, right? So if you wanted to trail, then trail like this. Then now this trail has gone, now turned higher. And now again lower, right? So you feel like, sir, here it gave a sell, again going up, what I should do? Nothing, simple. Once it gives a sell, na, so this is your stop loss, right? Either market has to go above this or go below this, right? So even if you take this as a buy, okay, either you can use this stop loss or you can use for the reversal. Okay, this is a very simple setup one can follow if you don't understand the higher I. Swing points, just like that, if you mark whatever this thing is going to be coming as a swing point to you. Agree? So now if you ask me, so sir, tell me what is the trend in intraday trend? Intraday trend, you just open and see this one. So market is trading below this. Okay. What is the trend? Trend is down. As long as it goes above, I will not accept it as an uptrend. Okay. Don't ask even me or anybody. I've given a clear setup. Don't follow anybody. Don't beg anyone's view. Okay. So this is for intraday go. Let's assume that now same 15 minutes. Now tell me same 15 minutes again what? So from yesterday it is in sell zone only. You might be following many people in Twitter, many people in Telegram, many people in WhatsApp too, just to know, sir, what is the trend, sir? What is the trend, sir? Please let me know what is the trend, sir. So you can learn on your own, right? On a 15 minutes, so short-term trend is turned negative here, right? Unless and until this high is taken out, I will not accept this as an uptrend, right? You just ride only with this time frame. And once you see closer above this band level, then see when this will happen. Market has to go like this. Then what will happen? This is the higher lows, right? Higher lows. Obviously, you will follow higher lows, but only thing is, if you don't understand higher and higher lows, follow this band. So that is what I call it as by. If you don't understand trend, universal moving average of 200 MA. Again, what time frame? I will say 5 minutes back, I have already explained. So this is the last time I'm going to explain you. So for intraday, use 5 minutes. Okay. For short term, you 2 to 3 days, use 15 minutes. Okay. Then for hourly. So in case if you want to do push up, right? So next time, don't ask me, sir, what is the trend or how do you identify the trend? So this, whatever 5 to 10 minutes we have seen. Now let's assume that if somebody is asking, okay, let's assume that Mr. X has been a follower of me and being a part of Z2 Pro first version and also being part of the Z2 Pro second version, but has bought this stock and asking me, sir, can you tell me, should I go long or short? Now you tell me first. As per 15 minutes, it has become buy. Now you tell me. So as long as this swing or this swing breaks, then I can worry on this. If I wanted to have little higher time frame, max to max 1 day. Okay, so as per hourly time frame, it is on lower low, right? When this will become buy? Once it trades above this or when it taken this swing. So what you can say, what is the short term? Short term is bullish, medium term is bearish, right? Even if you wanted to go for investment purpose, so holding for more than 2-3 months, then use this. So that means what? So this is the best re-entry point, right? Structure has changed. The retest also done. Max to max, stop loss keep here. So just ride. If it is forms a lower low, exit, right? So what simple system, right? So if you've been investor here, then asking, sir, why Amaraja battery is going down? I've been invested. No, I don't know. And just follow this simple system. Agree? So that is the first learning I'm going to give it to you here. So this, you can use it for any framework. Okay, it can be used for positional, it can be. So this is the simple idea I'm saying. So based on the trend, you wanted to trade any strategy, or you based on the trend, you wanted to trade futures. So try to follow whatever the last 10 minutes we have discussed. Okay, if you have any system, use it. Otherwise, this is the simplest system which I can afford to you without spending much time. You don't need to spend even, you might be spending 10,000, 20,000 to learn some swing trading concepts. Don't worry about all those things. Then after learning, you should be buying some indicator with 4,000, 5,000, subscribing to data, nothing like that. Okay. Just last 10 minutes video, use it. So how replace I with you? Okay, that is the major motto of our Z2 Pro. Okay, how I trade, I'm going to explain you, and then more like how you are going to trade, I'm going to try to help you. So that is the overall idea about so how this ZTP is going to be done. I'm not going to repeat again and again because I'll be recording this and be keeping it forever. Okay, so you can refer your old videos. Okay, go through, and then still if you still have any doubt with logic doubt, anyhow I'll be sharing all the numbers because even from Z2 Pro I used to give all my personal numbers, so people can be in touch with me. But ensure that okay you ask questions with some common sense. Okay, so try to rectify all your doubts within yourself. So if you come and tell me, sir, this trade I'm taking, the first question I'll be asking is why? What is the reason? Then I will ask you to check, please check the trend. Then you tell me whether should I hold or should you exit. That's it. The answer lies there. So please try to prepare the answer for that question. And still, if you don't get an answer, then come to me, no issues. I will try to spend my time. I will try to explain you. Okay, so that is the whole idea about it. This, and we are coming to the first introductory session because I do not wanted to go much deeper. Okay, because I know many people will be very new to Zero to Pro. Might because basics will not be touching on. Right, even there are 2 hours video on how do I do technical answers in our playlist, right? So people need some time. So let them give some time and regularly because now I've automated everything. So whatever I am doing now, so it is now automated. So it is not only one account. So something like all my clients' accounts. So generally what I do is as per my system, okay, Tuesdays are no trades. So intraday, no trades will be there as per my system. Okay, so Tuesdays I'll be much free. Even if I'm having the trades, no issues. So we will be having discussion. So you will see what are all my trades, how it is going. Might be it is it's a logical trade. So you will see what is happening. So something like this. So how I'm doing. Okay. So there are different types of systems I'm running. I'm not going to share my own systems in detail, but all the logics. So what one should be trading. So if at all, if you wanted to trade in triangles or straddles, so what are the basic logics? So I will initiate a trade and I'll also tell you when is the like the point which you need to start think about adjusting. It is not about only the technical point of it, but mainly in terms of what are the risk you are going to take, how you are going to position yourself. Okay, so I hope this learning will be much more useful. Maybe as and when we grow and we spend time, not even say grow. So when we spend time together, you will get a lot of more knowledge about how I'm going to trade. Okay, this is not about I'm teaching you. It is trying to share what logics I'm trading, and you are going to uh, you can say that you're going to groom yourself. I'm not going to teach anything. It's only like we are going to learn together. So like as I said, no, so I'm going to share some of the whatever logics I have in my mind or whatever I'm trading. Right. So this is a basic simple concept. Maybe from next session onwards, we will deep dive into like more of you can say subjective and deeper. Okay. Let's say assume that next time when you take a one single strategy called straddle. Okay, let's assume that we are going to take our next discussion for next 1 hour. Let's assume that our next session is if straddle. Then we will be discussing about what is basic straddle. Okay, then how you are going to manage the straddle for the daily. In case if you wanted to do it on a weekly, how you are going to do it. Okay, how I'm doing or how I'm keeping my triggers point and my adjustment things ready. And even if I'm trading in bi-weekly, what are the logic? So here I'm going to frame the logics and trying to give it to you. Okay, you don't need to be dependent on me. Some same thing like how I said you right now. This is simple, right? Who is online with me? Who can speak to me? Anybody? I'm going to like ask you a few questions. Like I'm going to take a chat and I'm going to ask you what is the trend in this. That's it. Anybody willing to participate?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Your name was Sarvana.
Shantanu.
Shantanu. Now you tell me what stock you wanted to view. I will open the stock. You tell me what is the trend in that.
SBI.
SBI. right? So what trend do you want to see? Daily trend, 15 minutes. What is the trade
Daily
idea?
trend
Or,
is up.
no. Which time frame you want to trade first of all? You want to
Intraday
trade for
5 minutes.
intraday. Intraday. Okay. You're able to see the screen, right?
Yeah.
So when was the trade? When is the invalidation point or stop loss? On a 5 minutes. Once this
Yeah.
candle closed, after this is sell, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So unless this is there, you are going to write this,
Yep.
right? Right?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you will reverse your trade, either on this one or on the crossover.
Yep.
Okay. Any other anybody else? Because this is like you need to practice yourself. That's it. Instead of waiting for me, right? When was the last sell on the 5 minutes? Somewhere here, right?
Yeah.
But if you follow blindly indicator, this is the whipsaw. But if you use swing points, right?
Yeah.
Right. So even if you are going long here, then obviously max to max you can keep here. Already that is gone also,
Yeah.
right? So you should have all the logics and reasons with you, not with me,
Obviously.
right? Right?
Yeah.
So anybody else wanted to try something on some other stocks and some other time frame? Anybody?
Yes, sir. Visually this side, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Babul. Tell me which stock you wanted to know and what time frame or what else you wanted to know.
Tata Steel.
Tata Steel. So somebody who's already looking can also check in your own system also, right? Can share your view also. No issues. So you can become an expert, right? So which is the trade you wanted to take? Intraday, positional,
Intraday.
intraday. So already it is in the, so trend is up,
Yes, sir.
right? So don't need to look for sell unless and until some lower lows are opened out, right?
Yes. Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
As you said that the trend is up, but
Hmm.
it's showing that it might touch
Hmm.
the 200 EMI.
Then at that point, again, so this is the good question. So again, what is the reason for the trade is trend is up, right?
Yes,
Trend is up. What is the reason? Low risk trade. Closer to EMA, you can take a low risk trade as long as the trend is up, right?
yes,
So you should have a reason, and then once the reason breaks in, you just ignore. That's it. See, outcome is completely different, but what is the logic and what logic you are going to take the trade, right? So you should have
yes,
different reasons for it. So once it's the risk reward is lower, then you can go accordingly to your size. Getting my point, bro?
yes, sir.
So there is nothing to ask me. So you can only see, we can discuss and you can have better options rather than me telling you what to do. Right? That is the major idea behind all these things. Right? So if somebody is using some kind of say something like this, so trend is something like this. So let's assume that today you are getting a dip like this. So based on last 2 days support, you can buy here. Right? Because trend is up already. Right? On the swing point, you can buy. So with a stop loss. Getting my point, bro?
Stop loss is
Yes, sir.
200 EMA
Yeah.
band.
200 EMA band or the low swing, that's it. Whatever is
Yeah.
comfortable to you.
Yeah.
Right? Because see, what will happen if this is going to go up now? So obviously this gap will get filled. If there is a fall is going to come now, this gap is going to get filled. Right? So either you can keep this or you can keep this. It depends upon what is your risk appetite. That's it. So as per swing, as long as this breaks, then you ignore this. So you are going to come out of this trade. That is the whole idea. So you should know what is your idea and you should stick to the idea. That's it. Right? Anybody else wanted to try some other things? Something like positional?
Yes, sir. This is Murugan.
Yeah.
Sir,
சொல்லுங்க.
go for Nifty You can check Nifty, sir.
Nifty. Ah. So Nifty,
1 hour time frame, sir.
1 hour. So 1 hour means you should trade in monthly, right?
Monthly. Yes, sir.
So when is the sell, bro? So sell is somewhere here, right?
Yes, sir. And I think it is forming a lower low.
Yeah, that's what. So even if you don't understand lower low concept, use this band. So this is the sell point, right? Stop
Right,
loss is
sir.
somewhere here. So once market makes a low, then again keep your stop loss here. Now, we don't know when it will turn, but if you have taken a trade, it's already more than 400 points, right?
Okay,
When
sir.
was the last buy? Again, just check when was the last buy? Here only,
Here, yes.
right? After that, there is no turning back,
Okay, sir.
right? So
Right,
whenever
sir.
you need to have a clarity of what trades you want to go, then accordingly go to the time frame. Then there will be no zigzag, nothing like that. If you are looking for 10 days holding and then checking 5 minutes, then obviously it will give a lot of pains to you,
Okay, sir.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sir, what's the right time frame for Nifty? Is it anything like that, or
No,
we
which
need?
trade you want to trade? That's what I said. Huh? Which trade?
Okay,
Within today, if you wanted to see, then use 5 minutes time frame.
5 minutes time. Okay, sir.
If you wanted to see we hold for another 1 or 2 days, then you at least go to 15 minutes time frame, right?
Okay, sir. Right, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
15 minutes now only it has started forming. So you can call this as a double top. Then once this is broken, then this will be done, and then once this is broken, it will try to form a channel, right?
Right.
This is only my expectation. What is going to happen? Only market will tell. After that, if it moves like this, then it will go in this direction. That's it. Okay.
Okay,
As
sir.
an analyst, you are going to draw lines, but how you are going to take your trade depends upon what is your expectation from the market and what is your reading about the market.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So anything else I would like to assist you? So as of now, this is the first basic learning I wanted to have. Okay, many people will be new. So even see, very simpler system can give extraordinary returns. So this is what I mean by saying that word. Okay, we are going to discuss only simple systems. But whichever is already traded by me, which I use for my own stuffs. Okay, those things only we are going to see. I'm not going to teach you n number of systems. Okay, one system, simple system, but extraordinary returns. Right? Again, what is your expectation? You just need to see the page which you have written. If it is somewhere not in inline with market, so what I generally use is 20 to 30%. Okay, on an higher scale, I expect 40% also per annum. Okay, our base return is somewhere like 20 to 30% because this is my risk which I generally take. So on a year, I may lose 20% also, 30% also, max to max. But if I perform well, what I'm expecting is somewhere around 30 to 40%. So this is my basic setup, and towards that setup, I'm just working. Okay. So today you learn one simple system, like it can be a trend, it can be an intraday, whatever it is. Okay. So complete system. So in and out, I told you, like you don't need to wait for me or wait for somebody else. Use the simple system. Okay. Again, I'm going to explain that whatever I done. Very simple. Okay. This is a free chat only. No need to go for paid chat. So go to this. Use this 3 EMA cross 3. Okay. In that keep 200, 200, 200, low, close, high. Okay, I have given color accordingly so that high will be green, low will be red. So if you manually open, it will be same color or different colors. You can choose your color. So go to this. Okay, so visibility, style, you can choose. Okay, so very simple system, right? When you take a trade, because first of all, you need to look for what is the trade you're going to take. So on 15 minutes, if you're going to take, this is the yesterday itself sell came in, right? But stop loss is somewhere here. So that means what? On 15 minutes, you know that you're going to hold it for 2-3 days. Then only you take the trade. Otherwise, if you take the trade yesterday, obviously at the closing, you will have lost. So know your time frame and then look for study in that time frame. So what time frames we use? So this might be the last time I'll be saying you. So 5 minutes if I wanted to close within a day or immediately on the next day. Okay, max to max BTST, or if I wanted to close within 1 day, right? Then 15 minutes. So if I wanted to carry for 2-3 days, again, if I wanted to carry for more than a week, so I will use 1 hour. So this is the basic setup I wanted to teach you. So from here on, so we will have a few more sessions, which will be discussing more about more of strategies. Okay, more of strategies. So how I trade my strategies, on what basis. So this trend will be something like this. So even you can say, Murugan, you identified this trend in a 1 hour chart. So this is a sell, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
so as
sir.
a strategy, what you can do, if you are a seller, you can sell a call. If you are a buyer, you can buy a put. If you are a strategist, you can have spread also, no problem. But the logic is, as per the trend, medium trend, this is a sell, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you should be trading at least weekly or bi-weekly portion for this with a 1 hour chart, not on an intraday chart or today expiry chart. Okay, at least that is what I'm expecting you to people to take from today's session. So the logic is with you again, which is the time frame you wanted to trade, and you choose accordingly. Then we will see what are all the different strategies or what are the different ideas we can look for. Okay, trading is very simple as long as you keep it simple. That's it. When you wanted to complicate, then obviously it will become more complicated. Okay, so that is the total idea behind today's session. And anything else somebody wanted to ask? Please do let me know. I think we are coming closer to our session. All right. So you can note down, this is my number, this is my personal number, okay, because I don't have separate number for business and a separate number for personal. Okay, this is one number which I'm using it for last 13 years. So please save it. And again, that's what I say. So when you wanted to ask some queries, ensure that you have some logic with it. That's it. So I will try to help you out. This is my number. And this is our YouTube channel where you can go and search all the old videos. Okay, maybe take some 2-3 days time. No issues. Even if we have a session tomorrow, don't worry. Even the session will be recorded and put it in YouTube. We'll give it to free. Okay, so as I ensured that whatever we are looking for, this ZTP version 2 will be completely free and will take you to the next level.